What's up, everybody? We are going to have a series exploring Raleigh, and we thought we would start with Raleigh's most expensive zip code, 27608. This is the 5 Points area of Raleigh. We're excited to see it, but before we get started, let's grab some coffee so we're amped up and ready to go. You know you're in the fancy neighborhood when you get a hibiscus donut and a $5 coffee. I had my coffee and my $5 donut, and my guy Chris and I have gone for a mile-long walk, even though we didn't really mean to, but anyways. So that's one of the beautiful things about 27608 is it's a very walkable zip code, way more so than the average neighborhood in Raleigh. And you have a lot of nice opportunities to get out. 5 Points has tons of restaurants and breweries, but also just in the general neighborhood, there's a lot going on and a lot to get to. So let's talk about some of those. So what types of products are these? Well, in the Hayes-Barton neighborhood, you're gonna find older homes, but they've been extremely well maintained for the most part. These are the high-end homes of the neighborhood. Hayes-Barton, again, is where that $5.2 million home sits, but it was built in the early 40s. So while they are old homes, they've been restored and extremely well taken care of. For example, though, when you head over to High Mount or Georgetown, that's where we're seeing a lot of redevelopment in the neighborhood. And so what you'll find there is that there is a lot of new construction going on. However, right next to that new construction, what you'll sometimes see is an old house that's been there since the 40s that is waiting to be torn down. The people who live there just haven't sold it yet for somebody to do that. And that's likely to come in the next few years as prices on just the dirt in these neighborhoods continues to escalate at at a very high rate. In this neighborhood, we have a ton of different restaurants. A personal favorite is Hayes-Barton Pharmacy. It's a pharmacy that opened originally in the early 40s, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And when you walk in today, it feels like it's still the 40s. It has a really cool vibe. It's super dark inside, but the best part and what they're known for are their slices of cakes. Their slices of cake are like this big, and they are delicious. I would highly recommend anytime you have the chance to go to Hayes-Barton Pharmacy for dinner, go ahead, do it. You certainly won't regret it. But some other great places are Lolo's Beach Bar, which is like a little dive bar with tacos, and it's really cool. And then Nofo at the Pig is one of my favorite locations for brunch in Raleigh. They have dinner and lunch as well, but their weekend brunch is amazing. So again, check out Nofo at the Pig, and they also have some really cool shopping opportunities. All right, now most importantly, let's talk breweries in the neighborhood. So Lone Rider, which is one of Raleigh's original craft beer brewers, they have their main location out by the airport, but they just opened Lone Rider at 5 Points. Really cool hangout, great spot to grab a beer. Another personal favorite of mine, which is right across from Hayes-Barton Pharmacy. So after dinner, you can head over to Crafty and grab a beer or a glass of wine. Really cool place to hang out. But then there's two breweries kind of in the Georgetown neighborhood, Nickel Point and Noose River, that are really popular and have great food and beer. Another really cool place that has recently opened and has live music and really cool pizza, good pizza, is Bolstering Pizza and Brew Yard. That's an awesome place to bring the kids. If you go there on a weekend, it is packed and it is nuts, but it's a fun place to grab a beer. I'm sure there's more places in 27608 that I missed and maybe you love. And if I did, drop a comment and let us know what it was. Carolina Country Club is one of two golf courses inside the Beltline, but it's certainly the premier golf club in Wake County. Carolina Country Club is kind of a who's who of Raleigh and certainly a destination country club. We hope you enjoyed hearing about 27608, and we're going to continue to bring you more areas of Raleigh. If there's one that you think you want to hear about, let us know. We'll be sure to do it. And if you could, go ahead and subscribe below so that you see our videos as they come out, and it really helps us out. And by the way, if you want to go see that $5 million home I talked about earlier, I can meet you in like 5 minutes if you're ready. Just let me know. Our team would love to help you if you want to talk about 5 Points, Hayes, Barton, or any other part of Raleigh.